Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
This evening, we're very excited to be working with Jody Williams, who's a Nobel Peace Laureate and the founder of the Nobel Women's Initiative. And our work here at What Better Looks Like is to foster the development of beloved community. She won her Nobel Peace Prize for her work in getting landmines banned globally, and she won the prize in 1997. And so we're launching a new campaign called the Voices Campaign, where we're asking people to really look around your community, think about an issue you want to stand up for and use your voice on. And we thought partnering with Jody was a great way to start that campaign, seeing as she has always used her voice on behalf of others.
Well, my name is Jody Williams, and I am a grassroots activist since actually the Vietnam War. I've been a full-time activist since 1984, so 30-some-odd years. And I decided I'd write the book not to glorify myself, believe me, I'm a straight shooter from Vermont. But I think that people are intimidated at the thought of participating in change, or they think you have to be a saint like Mother Teresa, or rich or famous, and you don't. You know, a normal human being can participate in really great change in the world by working with other people who share the same vision. I was actually asked by the Vietnam Veterans of America Foundation in Washington, and a group I know from Central America work in Germany, if I wanted to try to create a civil society, ordinary people like you and me, a campaign to pressure governments to get rid of anti-personnel landmines, not anti-tank mines, but anti-personnel that, blow up people for hundreds of years after the end of a battle. And obviously, if a war is over, all of the people killed are civilians. And it just seemed obscene to me that soldiers, not so much the soldiers, but the people who create policy and the weapons makers, believed that that was okay. It's not okay. You can't do anything you want, in the name of patriotism and, protecting the homeland and all of that. There is a morality and an ethics to human beings, in my view, and I try to promote it. There used to be about 20,000 new landmine victims every year. The number is now down to less than 4,000. Something like 60 million landmines have been destroyed in stockpile, which means they'll never go into the ground and take victims. It's really been a tremendous success, and it's because the campaign never stopped. When the treaty was negotiated, we didn't turn around and say, yippee, we're done. We kept partnering with governments to make sure they obeyed it, because it's really easy to write a beautiful law, but if you don't implement it, it's irrelevant. I think the hardest thing is the first step. I think a lot of people feel upset about, any number of things. It doesn't have to be what I care about. LGBT, for example, or, even your public school systems, how bad they are. For me, it's more global, generally dealing with war. But the first time I started as an activist, I volunteered. I want you to know that I'm an optimistic pessimist. And even though I talked about the things we as a nation need to address, I do the work I do because I know and believe that we can change the world. I'm agitated by many things, and I can't do everything, so the ones that make me so upset that I can't not do something. And then you just find an organization working on it, and you offer to volunteer. And if you don't like that particular organization, find another.
So I'm a professor of journalism at the college, and I invited Tamika to come tonight, and just really, I think it's just great to be able to see a Nobel Peace Prize winner here in Huntington. I mean, what better place to come and listen to somebody speak in such an intimate setting, which is so, I think, inspirational.
Yeah, that's actually why I came out, because it was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. But she was great, excellent. But as a college student, I guess she's going to empower me to go on and get behind my passion, right?
I hope so.
And make some moves.